Everything is ready.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Ugly Truth. Oh God.
It takes coordination, but you're pulling it off brilliantly.
Okay, well, first of all, it's morning, so I'm not exactly
Morning vocal test.
bright-eyed
Second
and
morning vocal test.
bushy-tailed because I am not a morning person. And you know what's really funny? What's funny is our friends who are big brunchers.
Yeah.
They
Every show you mess with your mic. Every single show. Mess with your mic before we start. Oh my God. It's so annoying. I can hear it. Ah!
get over it.
Brunchers, go ahead.
Well, I had to be petty first.
I know.
They know that they're like, oh, you guys want to do brunch on the river or whatever? And I'm like, well, what time? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, what kind of brunch do you do? Are you like 10 a.m. brunchers or are you like more
Closer to lunch brunchers.
lunch brunchers?
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we can do, 11 or whatever. I'm like, all right.
Actually, I got to see this whole interaction because it was the same people as you're referring to.
Yeah.
And I got to see this live in action the other day when I drove you to your hair appointment because you didn't want to drive, which I offered.
Okay,
so
listen.
Wanted to do that. Hold on. So, and it is a pain in the ass to drive my truck and park it in that parking lot.
Yes.
And I had the time. It was fine. And plus got to see Greg and, as it turns out, our daughter.
But please, by all means, tell everyone that I didn't want to drive.
No. So
I'm not 100.
I know. No. There's a difference between 100 and a princess. Those are two totally different
Can you
things.
imagine when I'm a 100-year-old princess?
Oh my God.
That'll be fun for whoever's alive at the time.
Right, exactly. Anyway, I got to see this interaction of negotiating morning times in person because you were
right.
scheduling your next appointment.
Yes.
And so I saw him. I could see the wheels turning in his brain of going, okay, her early is not the same as everybody
Normal
else's
people.
early. So you were negotiating because he was like, well, if you want to, you could do 9. What'd he say?
Well, he goes, do you want a morning appointment? I go, sure, why not? And he goes, what, like 9 a.m.? And he started laughing.
Because he knew that.
And I went, well, Greg, that's like in the middle of the night. I'm like, no. I go, let's do can we do like 11? He's like, yes.
That's in the middle of the night.
It's
anyway,
so
I got to see that happen. So that
was really funny. But listen, my whole life I've had a hard time getting to work on time.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we have to be here at 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah. What was that quote I saw this morning that I read to you? It was like,
Never been a morning person.
Parenthood makes you a morning person, like running from a bear makes you a runner.
Exactly. It doesn't work. I was the worst morning parent. You did all the morning shit. I was like, please, dear God, and the thing is, it's like, I have justified my dislike for morning. Apparently this is a genetic in my DNA.
Oh, okay.
thing.
Okay. This is passed down through the generations.
Now, you know that I am 30% indigenous.
Yes.
And this is
Wait.
no lie.
Okay.
It's true.
I find it hard to believe that indigenous people weren't morning people.
Well, some weren't
Oh.
because they had night watchmen.
Oh,
There were
interesting.
people
So you think
that
you're
stayed up-
descended from a night watchman?
I think that my people were the evening guardians.
I see.
And
Okay.
we were up all night
All right.
guarding the tribe.
Yeah.
And then I would slumber during the day.
I like it.
And it really makes sense.
If 9 a.m. is middle of the night, that logic
it
tracks.
makes a lot of sense. In another life, I would be a nighttime worker, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Not security guard or anything like
Right,
that, but whatever. I don't even know if I could be a
Swing
nurse.
shift.
I couldn't be a nurse or anything, but I'm
Yeah.
sure there are very illustrious positions where I would be awake all night. Maybe
Yeah.
I would be a security guard. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows?
What would I guard? I don't even know.
I mean, it's in your
Puppies?
descendancies, like your ancestors.
I would
were
be on the
clearly-
wall.
Clearly, Indian security guards.
Indigenous.
Sorry.
Anyway, yeah, so it's early. My point is it's early and we're doing this
Yes.
because you're getting on a plane soon. And
Yes.
so we're like, we got to do a show.
Yeah.
only for the sake of the tens of listeners.
Oh,
I
stop.
think it's important that
It's
we
important to us.
have consistency.
It's important to us.
I love doing the show.
Yeah,
So
same.
that's why we still do it. And
Right.
If the second I hate it,
Yeah,
unfortunately,
which by the way, we've always said, because it's not like it's it's not like we're making money doing it. It's fun. We like it.
I don't know. I mean, we've talked about Frank.
Although we did make over $4 last month on the new ads in front. Thank you, everybody, for that.
Thank you, Trip, because I know it was you. Thanks. But yes, it is true that we do this for the fun of it and we're not trying to, change the world.
Yeah.
And it's a great escape from, the hellscape.
I
I mean,
agree.
I think that should be our tagline.
I mean,
Ugly
this
truth, the great escape from the hellscape.
I know you don't care, but this is like 711. And that doesn't even count all
episodes?
the shows. Yeah, like that's a lot. Like that, we've been doing this a long time, and so
no, it's true.
Anyway.
It doesn't feel like it though.
No,
We survived the pandemic.
Yeah.
Some marriages didn't even survive the pandemic.
Right.
And our show survived it. Actually, that's probably when we were at our crux, when it was going great.
Yeah.
I don't remember, actually. I think we did worse during the pandemic.
knows?
Because every celebrity and their mother was
knows?
doing a podcast back then.
I do
Because they had
remember.
nothing going on.
Remember putting fake masks on you.
Oh my
and Paula
God,
on,
that's
on
right.
on the logo for
That's
the show.
right.
It
Oh,
was
that's
funny.
so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, with all that being said, yeah, it's morning and I still don't like goat cheese. I don't like morning brunch. What else? What else don't I like? Oh, here's a thing I don't like.
Okay.
So I know that you subconsciously aren't
What
doing
really
it.
grinds my gears?
I know subconsciously you don't do it. We talked about this briefly this morning.
Okay.
However, I think that you get just a little too much glee in one-upping me in Wordle. Now, I am not a Wordle regular. Like, I will forget, like a couple of days. I'm like, oh, shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
I still like to do Wordle.
Yeah.
So, like, I stopped doing Wordle for like a month.
Yeah.
And you've never stopped. And
I have a 300+ days.
so what happened was you said, whenever this was, you said, hey, did you do Wordle today? And I'm like, why? He goes, well, I'm stuck and I don't want to lose my streak because I'm on my last guess.
I actually don't even know. Like, I don't know if the streak is wins in a row or just playing. And
I think
concerned.
I think it's solving in a row.
Because I have a 99% like solve rate.
Yes.
But I think if I miss, I should look this up. I don't like. Can you miss the word and your streak like still goes?
I don't think so. I think it's solving. Anyway, my point is, you're like, okay. I'm like, oh crap. Let me dust it off. I haven't looked at Wordle in a minute.
And you always help me when that happens.
Yeah.
Like,
So
you
I'm like,
always
okay.
manage to figure
So
it out.
I did it, and I'm like, oh, it's this, and you're
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I knew it. But I
that
didn't
was-
want to. I didn't want to
Well,
risk
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And also, I'll cheat because
Yes.
I don't care,
Right,
because
right.
I don't play regularly.
Right.
So I'll look it up, and I'm like, well, they don't. There's literally nowhere to actually cheat. I mean, I haven't tried real hard.
Yeah, people are pretty good about not telling you the word. They'll give you hints or things like that. But the way I have done this, I know for a fact.
I'm sure there's a Reddit somewhere that
I've
gives you
done
the
this
word. But
twice. I've done this twice, and it is where I'll have 4 of the 5 letters. They're not in the same place. I can't figure it out, and I'll like Google like
what's the word?
5-letter word
Yes.
with these
Oh,
4
yeah. I've
letters in
done
it or
that.
something like that, just to give me a hint. And it's still not necessarily giving me the word, but
Right.
like it's like, oh damn. And the 2 times that's happened, to this day, I don't know what the fuck those words are.
Yeah,
to this
there's-
day, like I was
there
like,
are
I don't even
some.
know what that is. What is
There's
that?
literally a TikTok account of a guy who just talks about how ridiculous the word was. He's like, really, Wordle?
In a polite way, he's like, who the fuck is running Wordle this week?
Yeah, exactly. But with all of that being said, so now I'm back playing.
Yeah.
I have a 6-day streak.
Woohoo!
So this morning I did. Now I have 2 words that I rotate.
Yes, you
And
play
it-
differently than I do. I
And
pick
it
a random word
depends
every day.
Well, I call them anchor words. I
Yeah,
don't think that's what
yeah.
they're called, but I have 2 words that I'll try.
Yep,
I'll try storm
Uh-huh.
or angle.
Right.
Or angel, depending on how
Yeah.
I'm feeling that day. And so I'll invert the E depending.
yeah.
But I did storm and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to get this in 2. That's awesome. You
Yeah.
know? And I didn't. I got it in 3 and I was so mad because I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot it's Wordle. It's not normal. It's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
some
yeah.
weird word.
Right.
And so I got it in 3 and I was like, oh man, I got Wordle in 3. You're like, oh yeah, I got it in 2. And I'm like, fucker. Every time.
It was lucky.
Every goddamn time.
It was lucky for me.
And I'm like, yeah, but you say that every time. And I'm like, you know what? It gives you just a little too much joy to tell me that you got it in 1 less than I did.
well,
But I am incredibly competitive.
Yes.
I hate being not good at something.
Well, I mean, getting it in 3 is pretty good.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
But you got it in 2, and now I'm just annoyed.
Because my guess word was
blah, blah, blah.
easier. But here's the thing.
But you love telling me.
Here, well, okay, but
like, I got it
here's
in
why.
2.
Here's why, though. Because I stopped doing that, and you actually got madder. Like,
what?
Yeah, like you would be, you'd be like, I got it in 3, and then I wouldn't say anything, and you'd be like,
because I know you got it in 2. Like, I know you don't have to.
In other words, I can't win. I can't win unless I lost, and not lost, but unless I guessed further. Like if I got it in 4 or 5, which happens way more often than this apparent gloating that you're talking and one-upsmanship that you're talking
is
about.
that there are very few things that you are better at me than.
That's 100% true.
Moncala.
Which you still to this day hate. We probably have not played that game in 15 years.
It's the only time that I've actually flipped a game board because I was so angry. I was so furious that I couldn't
But you know why
win.
that is?
Math.
It's math.
2 is Wordle. It's not that I'm pissed. It's like I could have been an English master.
Yeah.
Like what the hell why are you beating me in this game? Because I'm better at it than you. But the reality is that I don't play it with consistency.
Mind. What's that guy? What's he saying in the Christmas Story?
Oh.
You know,
yes.
He's like, mind. It's just like, I can't remember the words, so
right.
It's not funny, but
it's annoying that
mind power.
That you play your brain is trained to play the game and mine isn't because I'm so inconsistent.
Also, in your further defense and tying these 2 topics together, I play like it's the first thing I do when I wake up.
Yeah, I don't. How can my eyes aren't even working yet?
So today,
Excuse me.
I was just like, and it just I literally go first word that comes to my mind
Here we go. He's getting ready to brag.
I don't always use the first word because it's like no vowels in it or you know what I mean. There'd be something weird. I was like, no. And then I went today. I just guessed, and I got 3 of the letters in the exact right spot. And then the first word that comes to my mind after that, I was like, don't second guess yourself because you'll be mad if you thought of that word and you used its 5 and it worked. So
in the streets, we call that a humble brag.
A humble brag.
Anyway, speaking of last night, we had the distinct pleasure of going to your Call of Duty best buddy. Well, he's more than just that. He's like your BFF.
Yeah.
We went to
We
their
were talking
house.
about how long we've known each other last night.
Oh, how long?
It's over 25 years.
Get the hell out of here.
No, because
I haven't known him that long.
He was telling
known
me
him
how
longer than me.
he worked with all these, he worked his way through the promotions people and and then
was he like an intern or something?
He was an intern. So he was an
Whoa.
intern at Quad. I didn't know him then. He was an intern at Quad, and then some people left Quad and went and like he worked at KS. Actually, KSSJ was his first. He
Gas
worked for
station?
Lee
Oh,
Hansen
that's
there.
awesome. I didn't
was
know
his
that.
first hire there.
Sweet.
And then Lizanne got a hold of him and was like,
like,
"Oh, you're going to do some shifts for me at the
She's so
Eagle
good at
and blah
that.
blah blah." And then the guy Sean, who was at the end, who he had worked with at Quad, and they didn't know each other was at the station. Then so
They buddied up. So
that's
he just
how he
kind of
started. Yeah,
wormed his way up the ladder.
So that's how we met when he was doing promotions, and now he's my
he's your right hand man.
Literally, he and I worked.
I love it,
together,
and we knew them. We knew him before he met his wife because they met in radio too, and now they're they have a beautiful family.
Oh, so great.
What's funny is it low key obviously reminds me of when we had kids that age.
Sure.
They only have 3, we had 4, but regardless.
But they had 3 girls and we had 3 girls, so there's some
there's
some
definitely
connection
and
there.
Tyler was so much. He's literally almost a decade older than everybody else. So because I was a child when I had him.
Right.
Everyone, I was very, very young when I had my son. Anyway, but hanging out with them last night.
Listen,
was
you weren't
so
a teenager
fun.
for crying out loud. Don't make people think you had a kid at 15.
I was practically.
But
a
you weren't.
teenager.
But you weren't.
Stop it. What are you trying to do?
I'm just saying.
Knock it off. But watching them and their children, you know what? They're girls. What I love about it is they are so confident and smart and bright and funny. They're not like shy or reserved at all.
Shy and reserved is not a word in their house.
No, and I love that so much because it reminds me of our house because that's our house was wild, wild children, but it makes for such a great environment.
Yeah.
I kept side-eyeing Josh throughout the night just to see. He's so outnumbered.
Oh,
he's just tired.
Yeah.
He's just tired. He's like, I relinquish my right. I'm just here to protect these beautiful ladies from intruders. That's it.
No, he's super active because she's obviously works a lot as a nurse, but
it's great.
It was their
vibe is so good.
Yeah, it's a good family. We played the first board game we've probably played in a while.
It's a card game, and I won because I was not going to effing lose to a child.
Yes. And she was like all up. Nori was all up in you.
She had my number on me. She's like, she clocked me on me. She goes, it's you. And I'm like, it was
like a fake.
What are you talking about?
It was like confused cats or something like that.
Yeah, it's just you're faking. Somebody's lying, and you have to figure out who's lying. Some people don't know anything, and they're confused kittens. But anyway, what was hilarious is that I was so good at lying that she started doubting herself. She's like, I don't know anymore. And I'm like, whatever.
That was fun. We had a good time.
Fairly quickly, when I can't remember what it was a radio word, which was hilarious. I had podcast, you had radio, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was the confused kitten.
Right.
But I'm sitting there and I figured out pretty quickly that I was the confused kitten. But I'm like, I'm not going down without a fight.
You probably did it right away when I said DJs. You said microphones and I said DJs. You're like, oh, this is not.
You're like, it's not podcast.
It's not podcast. You're probably like, it's not podcast.
I immediately knew I was not the. I immediately knew I was.
It is cool that the words are similar, right?
Yes.
On the cards.
Yes.
So that's
So, but Nori's like, it's you, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
She was insistent.
She was the only one.
And then when it was like you came down to the end and you actually won, she's like, I know it.
She was furious. And I'm like, I'm a good liar, Nori. I'm so good at it.
Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
They're great. But yeah, the game was hilarious. All of it. I just loved it so much.
So here's some kind of weird logical connection between this.
What?
When they got married.
Oh, yeah.
They got married at Heavenly in Tahoe. And that's the story we didn't finish telling you on the show last week.
The only thing I really wanted to finish was a few observations. We stayed at Caesars.
Yeah, see, it's called Caesars Republic. It used to be Harvey's, which apparently, oddly enough, was remember we were talking about how back in the day it got bombed? Some guy bombed. It was like 47 years ago, like this week.
That week. Oh, that's like so crazy. This week.
Yeah,
so we went there. We were initially planning to go to Vegas with these friends. And then they were like, we really can't afford to go to Vegas. I'm like, neither can we. I mean, honestly, we really, it's just too expensive. Vegas is not a cheap flight. I don't know why.
Well, because that's the only way they get you, because they cheapen everything else. Like the rooms have gotten really expensive.
Everything's expensive.
But then you can go get the $8 buffet, which you, by the way,
you can't anymore.
Do not eat that.
And you can't anyway. Nothing is cheap.
Yeah. So
like
anyway,
I just read an article about freaking
Tahoe's
Vegas.
more beautiful anyway.
Stunning.
More fun.
But I was like, so they're like, we want to get our slots craving in, and so we want to go to Tahoe. Do you guys want to come? I'm like, okay. Don't twist my arm to spend a weekend anywhere.
Plus, we wanted to go to that restaurant.
So we went to Lisa Vanderpump's Wolf, which is in the Caesars Republic, and I was very excited about that because I had heard so many great things about her restaurants. And so that was actually the highlight of the weekend. That's literally the only reason we went up is to have this dinner, do a little slots, and then go home. And it was like 24 hours. It was so fun. Unfortunately, I don't do well, so I was car sick. We talked about it last time. And then we get there. We had an amazing, so expensive lunch.
Oh, yeah.
At the golf course.
Edgewood was
I was
pricey.
like, hell no. What? And somebody's like, oh, well, we had appetizers. I'm like, so what? That was insane. They were quesadillas. But anyway, the restaurant was great. The hotel is going through some renovations, apparently. And it started in July. And we were there like 3 weeks after the renovations, right?
Well, no, they were decided to change it from Harvey's to Caesars Republic in October. And they started remodeling it in October. And that place has been there forever. Right.
Yes.
And so, but they opened and officially changed the name literally like
July.
3 or 4 weeks before we got there. And there's still obviously, and it says intentionally, we're not done. And
I would imagine not.
It was obvious.
Clearly.
There was wallpaper being put on the walls on one of the floors we were on.
But here's the thing is, we get to our floor and there are those giant industrial fans in the hallway. Drying, we don't know.
I think they were drying the wallpaper.
You think they were trying to dry the wallpaper?
I think, yeah, because the wallpaper that we saw, quote unquote, hanging from the wall was being placed there. It hadn't fallen. It was being put up.
You think that they just let it crumble like that?
I'm sure there was some sort of issue, but it didn't crumble. It was laying there. They were laying it up.
It was like there was no human there.
No, I know, but it was somebody
like,
had laid it there.
It was like practically hanging off the wall.
Maybe they didn't do one good and it started to fall off or something.
Okay, I'm really struggling with the amount of defense you're giving these poor people.
You're just like making an observation.
They're just trying to do their best work. They're just trying really hard, you guys. Leave them alone.
What do you want them to do? Close it down? It's a casino.
I want them to do the job correctly the first time so that we don't walk and see wallpaper hanging on the walls when we're trying, especially with the amount of money we had to pay for that fucking room.
Yeah, that's true.
You know? And when Greg's like, they don't even have room service here. And I'm like, what do you mean? I go, what do you mean you don't have room service? He goes, no. He goes, I called and asked for champagne glasses because we were going to drink a bottle before.
Right.
In his room, and he goes, they're like, champagne glasses.
We don't have that.
What is that?
Yeah.
I'm like, they don't even know. And he's like, no. And then they brought up in a plastic bag these glasses. They're like the dorm juice glasses from like Sac State. And I was like, well, and we just sat in our
the dorm glasses.
Just sat in the little cuck chair drinking our champagne. But it was a fun weekend.
We had a blast.
And Wolf is great. I thought Wolf was really beautiful. I wish there was more windows, but I mean they can only do what they can do. And who knows? Maybe maybe they will expand it. We don't even know. I mean, they're in the decor
beginning
was
next
Wolf. Level. Oh God, it was so great.
And the food was really good.
It was good.
I wasn't sure. I didn't think it would be bad. I just didn't know.
Well, you just never know with anything. But
it was funny. You said your espresso martini was sweet, which it was.
Very sweet.
And I'm thinking back now, I was like, how could it not be sweet? They made it like, you know how you make
there was a cream puff on it.
Yeah. You know how the Bloody Marys are. They just like there's like a steak sandwich and bacon, like all this stuff on it. They did that for your espresso martini, but like you said, there was a cream puff and a thing of chocolate and something else. I was like, I don't know how that thing couldn't be sweet based on what they were putting on there.
But so we had an amazing time with our friends. We had such a good
Super
time,
fun.
and then we 1 a.m. in the morning we decided to go to bed.
Yeah,
and there's a big old blood stain on the elevator wall, and I'm like, well,
was it on the wall or the floor?
I have a photo of it. It was on the wall. Eesh. And I'm like, well, someone either lost all their winnings and they punched it, or who knows? God only knows what that is. Don't touch it. It's clearly blood.
Yeah.
We go back to our high fan aisle, go to our door, go in, and we're like, oh God, we're so tired, you know?
Yeah.
So we go to sleep and
Try to.
Well, you slept, but so, hotel air conditioners are very loud anyway.
Yes.
And
oh my God.
And the thing is it had to be on because the second it turned off, it was like 100 degrees.
Yeah. It was
so you have to leave it on all night.
When we were there for Tahoe hot.
It was very hot. Yeah.
Because you're
I got
6,000 or 7,000.
I was so mad.
You're like 6,000-7,000 feet. So
Creed was in town.
Oh,
and
right.
So the concert ends at like 11:30ish. The casinos are flooded with angsty men wearing their Creed merch.
Yeah.
And so we go upstairs and I'm like, okay, everything's done, right? And so we go to sleep and all of a sudden, till almost 3 a.m.
Oh my God, it was
And
annoying.
I'm like, what is happening? It's Sunday. We went up on a Sunday and they are partying until 3 in the morning. No shade.
That had to be a wedding or something, right?
No. It was the freaking...
What club?
It's that... They have that outdoor... where the concert takes place.
Okay, so
I think it turns into a club afterwards, which is very smart, by the way, especially in the summer.
Sure.
But I'm like,
well, because everybody's staying.
Yeah.
You don't leave. You don't go to a concert in Tahoe and go home.
No, you're staying at the hotel anyway, so you might as well turn it into a club, which I think is brilliant.
Which is why the rooms are so expensive, by the way.
Brilliant. And I'm like, this is fine, except that it's not because I'm not sleeping.
Right.
And now I'm not being an old codger about it. It's not like I'm going to get up in my room and go, what is going on? Where is this noise? Yeah. I'm not going to call concierge. Well, I don't think they have concierge, but it doesn't matter. I'm just like, well, congrats to the 12 people because all the rest of them were in the casino.
A casino hotel is probably not exactly the place you want to call down to the front desk and make a noise complaint.
I'm not.
I mean, unless it's in the room next to you. But,
no, even then, I heard somebody having sex. I'm like, you know what?
You
it's
did?
Fine. Yes.
Oh.
It wasn't us.
I know, but
we were so tired.
I would have heard that.
So I was like,
you didn't wake me up for that?
No,
Oh.
sorry. Anyway, or it was somebody who fell. Maybe they're like, you know. I mean, it could have been both. Could have been one or the other because it was only once. So
Did they fall or were they having sex?
It was
It's a new game show.
It was the smallest orgasm alive, if it was. But anyway,
Or the biggest, or both could have been true. They could
don't
have
know.
had sex, orgasm, fell off the bed.
well, all of it is
All of
a
it's possible.
possibility.
Sure.
But anyway, the clubbing and the light and so we go downstairs in the morning and I'm like, good morning. And I'm trying really hard to just be positive because you know what?
Positive.
I'm always grateful when we have and we did have a great time. And so these little nuances of annoyances.
Want a little money.
Yeah, we came out at $9 a head. $9. And it was great.
$22 actually. $22.
And I ran into Glenn and he was getting a little gift for somebody who was babysitting their dog. Yeah. And so I said, how'd you guys sleep last night? He goes, horrible. I'm like, okay, good.
Why was it horrible?
Because it was hot as fuck. That's why.
Hot,
He's like, it was just so hot. And I'm like, it was. He goes, it was 65 and I was still dying. And I'm like, me too. Oh my God. Okay, good. It wasn't just us. I wasn't just being a whiny bitch about it.
They didn't hear the noise, but
they didn't.
They were on the other side of the hotel. So.
Oh my God. Anyway, but Tahoe was really fun, regardless of what I'm saying. It was actually quite fun.
So I thought, food-wise, I thought Edgewood was great, but a little pricier than it needed to be.
It was very
expensive. But the food was good. Wolf, we already said, was good.
Yes.
And then we found this little tiny breakfast spot tucked away called Toulouse, which is kind of by the water. And it was really good. Like,
yes.
We showed up and nobody was there. Like, there was not even anybody at the front counter.
And then this guy comes out like he just woke up. He's like, hi.
He's like, hey, welcome to my house / restaurant.
Yeah, that was wild. That was wild.
But it was good.
What's funny, I'm like, can we sit outside?
Yeah.
Can we just be outside, please?
Yeah,
He's like, yeah, sure. You know, but he definitely looked like he had just woken up.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to talk about before we leave is I had sent you, or I had seen this TikTok. It's a challenge, and I don't think it's it's not going viral challenge.
Okay.
But it was a compilation of couples where the woman is whipping a can off the head of their husband.
Like what is that called? Is it William Tell? What is it? Or
well, kind of. Except
where you shoot it's like where you shoot the arrow of the apple off their head.
So the camera's in front. The man is facing the camera, and they have a chair, and they have like a Solo cup or a can or something on their head, and the wife or girlfriend or whoever is behind, and she's got a belt, and she's gonna whip the can off of their head. Yeah, and there's apparently quite a few men who are dumb enough to do it.
Oh my God!
So I'm like, well, this is gonna be fun. So the reactions, there was only one guy that got mad. And he was like, why did you make me do this? Like, he was so mad because she ticked his ears so good with that belt.
Everyone you sent to me took a belt to the face or the head or something.
Or just like the tick to the back of the neck or something.
God.
So I'm like, I sent you and I'm like, the one that made me actually laugh to the point that I couldn't breathe was when she whipped it around and she smacked his mouth so hard with the tip of that belt. He's all, he was so shocked. And he couldn't believe it.
I would.
He was so fucking hilarious.
If you somehow, which wouldn't happen, but if you somehow convinced me to do this, I would duck so far down in that chair because they all made the fatal error of having short ass wives and sitting up straight, which would require a very upper angle swing. And even then, you'd probably catch a little.
So funny how you're methodically figuring this out. But I have to tell you, and I am serious.
Not doing it.
I would never touch your face with a belt. I would hit that thing. It would go flinging across the house.
You wouldn't get the opportunity. So
I think you should let me do it.
I am not going to do that.
Why?
No.
First of all, you trust me.
I do, but that has nothing. I trust you, not your athletic ability.
First of all, suck my dick. Second of all, I 100% can do it without touching you. If I do, it was purposeful.
Okay, that's your out. That's your out.
Not an
if
out.
You did actually hit me in the face, it would be because you wanted to.
I would never hit you in the face. Nobody hits anyone in the face.
They all got hit in the face.
No, they did. I'm saying in general terms, I would only hit someone in the face on purpose.
Oh, got
and they would know why. Yeah, I would never do that to you.
So risky. I would want to see several practice attempts on something else.
Fine. That's fine. I'll get a Barbie head. I'll show you. Okay. I got this. I'm telling you, I can do it.
Oh my God.
Why do you think I'm not capable? I can do it.
Just looked like painful.
Well, it's painful if you fail, but I'm not going to fail.
Okay.
I promise.
Not
I
gonna
promise you I won't. Okay, I'm going to ask you a couple questions and then we're going to say goodbye.
Okay.
Because I thought these were good. I've been looking for these and I couldn't find it. We'll start with the easy one. Sorry, I have morning throat. I can't help it. I've had so many freaking gulps of coffee and it's just not working. If you lost me in a store, like in a mall, which store would you look for me? Look for me.
Oh, in a mall?
Like if we were in a mall, what store would you look for? Where would you seek me out first?
Somewhere with well, it'd be a clothing store.
Okay.
For sure. But probably very specifically, I would look for you in the dresses section.
Okay. Don't say Old Navy. Don't say Old Navy.
Oh, no, like a specific store? Like no, it would be a department clothing store or a boutique store, but it would be clothing. Where would you look for me?
Oh, like GameStop.
Yeah.
If you saw me yelling at someone in the street, what do you think happened?
Wait, say that again, slow.
If you saw me yelling at someone in the street, what do you think happened?
How old is the someone?
I don't care.
Okay.
Not a child.
Okay, if it's not a child, I think...
Would not yell at a child.
Well, but if they were in trouble, like
no.
don't cross us, like yelling.
No.
So yelling, like angry yelling.
Yes.
They probably got in your space somehow. They cut in front of you. They
got too close.
They got in your circle of influence too closely and did so rudely. Said something to one of our children.
Yeah, no. That's quite a backstory, but no.
Yeah.
We kind of discussed this once before on our own, but I'm going to ask it again because this is worded a little differently.
All right.
If I were a criminal, what would I have been arrested for?
Oh, assault.
That's funny and true.
Assault.
If I was on a reality show, what kind of drama would I be in? What kind of a drama would I be involved in?
Oh, you'd be annoyed with people.
You think I would just be a bitch?
Yeah, I think you'd just be like calling people out.
Constantly?
Yeah, all the time.
I think I would be good on reality TV.
I agree.
But I think I would also be... You know what? I would be very controversial because it'd be like, well, she doesn't do a lot. But she surely does call out the drama.
This is the problem. So this is why you would be refreshing on reality TV, but you wouldn't last on reality TV.
I wouldn't. They'd be like, you're gonna have to divorce your husband or something.
Because you don't play it up, you just cut to it.
Yes,
and
that's
it's over,
true.
Right? Like the people that are good.
I am not.
Like we just talked about that. Like
yeah.
even whether you're a judge or a contestant or anything on that show,
if you
can't extend the drama, then you're not gonna stay.
People will be bored.
In fact, people when it's a skill based type of show, like a Top Chef or something like that, we will sit there and go, that guy sucks, but he's going to hang around because he's a personality.
Yes.
Right? Or on Drag Show or anything like that. If they are creating drama, they will be on at least half that show.
They will
even
stay,
if they have no business being on that show.
They will stay until they really need to pick a winner.
Right. Now, yeah, right. It's
it's so true.
You got 8 of the 12 episodes in, but you were not going to win as of episode 1.
True.
Right? So it happens. So I think for you, now, you have the ability to extend the drama, but if you were being yourself, you would just be like, called it,
yeah.
cut your shit, right?
I don't know. Well, it would be hard to tell. I don't like bitchy women. I don't like women who are assholes, so I don't know. Yeah. It would be hard. If there were men there, though, we have so much fun. Anyway, if I started a cult, would you be in it?
No.
Why? What?
I don't do cults. Like, what kind of cult?
I don't know. I haven't decided.
Like a doodling cult?
I don't know. If we swapped bodies for the day, what's the first thing you'd do?
Play with my boobs.
What do you think the first thing? What's the first thing you think I'd do in your body?
Play with my penis.
I'd play with it?
Well, not you would touch it. You'd be like, what is this?
That would be so freaking weird. I don't know. That would be weird.
I think, aside from playing with the appendages.
I would be curious what it feels like to stand up forward peeing. That would be interesting. I'd pee in the yard for sure. 100% I'd pee in the yard. And you're so much stronger and taller than me. I would do stuff. Like I would go to the garage and I'd grab stuff off the top shelf. I would do yard work because I probably wouldn't care.
I would probably try and see because TMI. I can't unhook a bra for my life.
Oh, so you think
So
the
I would
skills
try and
would be
do
built
that.
in?
Yeah, like I would try and do, and it's behind my back too.
Yeah.
God damn, is it easier?
Well, I'm bendy, so it's not hard for me. You could never. You could do it.
I could do it, but I'm just wondering if it's
You want to
easier
put on one of my bras and try it?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying. I'm happy to lend.
No.
If you'd like.
No,
okay, that's fine.
Not going that far.
Finally.
If I was in your body, maybe.
I don't know if you can recall anything or if you, but here we go. What's the weirdest hill you think I'd die on in an argument?
Oh.
And there's probably some in our annals, in the canon, but I can't think of any.
The weirdest hill you would die on.
I don't like being wrong, but I will ultimately cave if I'm truly wrong. I will do it. I'm not above it. It's usually some kind of factoid or something. I'm like, no, I know I'm right about this.
It's usually something that you said I said that I insist that I did not say.
So many times.
Yeah, so that's
so many times.
and
especially early on in our marriage.
Yeah.
I'll be like, no, you said that. You're like, I would never say that. I go, you would never say that today, but you said it. You're like, well, I don't remember saying it. I'm like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, no,
I know you said it. You're like, I would never say that. I'm like, you said it.
Yeah, you don't.
You said it.
You will die on those hills. They're little foothills. They're not mountains.
No, they're not.
Yeah, so.
And we just let those lie.
Yes, we do.
There's no reason to go back.
Yep.
Anyway, all right. Well, have a safe trip.
Thanks.
I'll have so much fun while you're gone.
Oh man. Girl dinner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Definitely. Although last night Alicia's like, you should just make yourself a lovely meal and light a candle.
God, the last thing you want to do is cook when I'm not here.
I'm like, no, I won't be doing any of that. That's really sweet. I did buy myself a yam. I might cook that and have a yam for dinner. But other than that, I don't. I will eat artichoke hearts out of a jar. Yeah. And I'll be full and we're good. I wish you ate like that too. We'd have so much fun together. It's all right. And she's like, but you're such a good cook. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but it's exhausting because I don't do anything out of a package. Everything. is, homemade
Even
or whatever.
When you quote unquote whip something up, it's
never
an hour of cooking.
But I can't help it.
I know.
It's just, if you're not going to do it right, then what's the point?
Then don't do it. Sure.
Anyway. All right. Well, everybody, thank you so much. And, rate and review us.
Rate and review.
And we'll be back.
Only 5 stars. Don't be a
please.
loser.
Jesus fucking Christ. No weirdness.
God,
it's 5 stars or it's nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. Bye.